Hello everybody, my name is Cul Blu. I'm bringing you guys in-house cast number 4, and I honestly think my title page looks a little lonely. Not as many characters as before, but whatever. It'll get over it because I'm going to switch to overlay anyway. There we go. So now it's not so lonely. Anyway, this is another in-house with some of my friends, and they gladly gave me the honor of casting this match. So hopefully I do say things that make sense to them when they go back and listen to this. I am a broadcaster in the channel, so hopefully... Oh, whoa, message. Nope. Anyway, so going back to this game, we are in a captain's mode as opposed to a random draft. Random draft is fun and all, but captain's mode is where it's at. If you can't play captain's mode, then you can't play Dota. Okay, that's not true. All pick is still fun. But anyway, as far as the bans go, we got an instant ban on that Magnus. We got a ban on the Nyx Assassin. Hopefully we get a ban on that Lifestealer, so I won't mix up Nyx Assassin and Nyx and a Lifestealer and stuff. But anyway, as far as the bans go, Magnus is a very standard ban. You see him banned all the time, except for as of recent. I've actually seen a game where Magnus made it through all the way through the bans and picks, and nobody picked him up because nobody wanted him. They said, okay, you pick Magnus and we'll know how to counter him. So people are starting to get used to that Magnus. I actually forget what game it was, but I think it was some team in the defense, or sorry, the IPL4. I don't know. I need to brush up on my games, of course, since I'm going to be a caster and all. But anyway, moving on to the other bans. We got a Nyx Assassin ban. Nyx Assassin always good in those team fights, either when he plays mid or as a support. Doesn't matter. If he's playing mid, he'll just burn all your mana. If he's playing support, he'll just activate Spike Carapace and say, "Hey, bro, attack me, please." And everything will just go the way of whoever picks him up. As far as the other ban, Undying did not prove to be as effective in the last game. Sorry, spoiler alert, but he still has he still has a lot of respect from players in the Dota community, mainly because they know what he could potentially do. His team fight potential is so deadly. He can throw down that tombstone and everything. But anyway, moving on to the picks, we have a Bad Rider pick, first pick on the side of the Dire. They really want that Bad Rider. Bad Rider is OP. Bad Rider is so good in either suicide lane. He's also good inside of the mid lane. He's really good in his lane in general. He is relatively escapable, and he has a whole bunch of this, or he has a sticky napalm that's annoying as crap to deal with. And he also has a lasso that's very hard to deal with too, unless you just flat out kill him before he can use it. Moving on to the side of the Radiant, they did decide to pick up that Darkseer. Darkseer really good in all the roles that he plays, especially that suicide lane. In that suicide lane, he's pretty survivable, especially even with just 1 point inside of that surge and 2 points inside of this Iron Shell. 2 points of Iron Shell pretty much pushes the lane, so that way he won't have to worry about being around to get those last hits. And also, surge is very useful for letting people get away. If somebody's running away, he'll surge them and they can get away, and then he'll surge himself so he can get away. As far as the other pick, there's a Cul. Cul always a decent pick, always a preferred support, mainly because free mana, who doesn't want it? And also he has a nice AoE nuke, so he's probably Cul on the side of Radiant could also point to the fact that they might be going for a Cul Phantom Lantern lane, which is actually pretty darn aggressive.
10 seconds remaining.
But having it picked so early might show everybody might force the Radiant to show their hand. And then the Dire will know exactly what to pick up next. Basically, if you're going against a Cul Phantom Lantern lane, you just build a lot of AoE damage. Phantom Lantern are not really too good against AoE, and I think Medusa might not be in the Captain's Mode pick or Captain's Mode version of the game yet. But whenever she does get there, she will be able to counter him as well. But she still does need a lot of farm. I mean, Medusa needs crazy amounts of farm. It's ridiculous. But anyway, there's a Phantom Lantern to pick up on the side of Dire to deny that to the side of Radiant, just in case Radiant wanted to pick that up. They say, no bro, you're not going to get it. We're going to pick up a Phantom Lantern and a Rubik. That's more than likely a support Rubik, since Bad Rider is probably going to be going mid. As of the last major patch, you don't see many mid Rubiks anymore, mainly because Rubik doesn't do too well in his lane. He moves slower, his Fable doesn't do as much damage, and overall they just nerfed him to almost heck. He's still a heck of a support. He can steal all the big abilities. As far as what big abilities he could potentially steal, there are none on the map yet, or none in the game yet.
5 seconds
But if we do see a Tidehunter or Enigma ulti, if we do see a Tidehunter or Enigma picked up by the Radiant, if they do still dare to pick that up, Rubik will be there to counter it. So as far as the last pick on the Radiant side, the Radiant are still trying to figure out who they're going to be picking up. They pick up a Tiny, so we might see a Tiny Wisp. I do not know. I haven't seen a Tiny Wisp in quite a while, but that's probably more than likely going to be the carry Tiny. Picking it this early before they pick their Wisp is actually pretty risky. I honestly would have preferred to see them pick up that Tiny Wisp in the spot of the Coddle, or potentially give away the Darkseer, pick up the Coddle and then the Tiny Wisp. But Tiny really not all that, or Tiny is not really all that much of a threat without that Wisp. And the Dire, I'm pretty sure the Dire know it straight up, so they're probably going to ban that Wisp straight out, or maybe they're going to let him have that Wisp and just pick up Disruptor, because Disruptor is actually pretty good versus Tiny Wisp. He'll basically glimpse Tiny and then kill Wisp, and he'll have fun with that.
Radiant
So the spin ban on the side of Dire, they do not want AoE. They do not want anybody with the AoE stun. They don't want anybody with AoE in general. So, and spin is the definition of AoE. He has an AoE stun, he has an AoE cleave, and he has technically an AoE buff, but it's not really called that. It's just a buff. So Spin will do pretty well versus Phantom Lancer, especially once he gets all his items. Oh my gosh, carry Spin is so ridiculous. He pops his ulti, pops a Mask of Madness, has a Daedalus, and he does like 2 swings and kills everybody. Meanwhile, on the side of Radiant, they go ahead and ban out the Tidehunter. They do not want to pick him. They do not want Radiant to have him, because if Radiant pick up that Tidehunter, they will instantly have some team fight. As far as team fight potential goes, all the team fight potential is on the side of the Radiant. There's a lot of gank potential on the side of the Dire between that Rubik and that Batrider. Rubik can throw that Telekinesis to set up Batrider for that Flash Up. And also Phantom Lancer can come around the corner, go ahead and throw a slow or two to make the kill that much easier, and he'll get farm from that. But as far as team fight goes, as far as the team fight goes inside the Radiant side, it's a Darkseer, Coddle, and Tiny. What more explanation do you really need? That Coddle throwing out the wave consistently, a Coddle throwing out that glint or blinding light to make everybody miss their attacks. Also that Darkseer doing a vacuum into wall and Ion Shell. I mean, it's so much team fight potential. And then on top of that, you have Tiny. At the even if you build a carry Tiny, at the end of the day, he still has Avalanche, which is a nice big AoE stun. Everybody loves Avalanche's usage. As far as the bans go on the side of Dire side, there's an Anti-Mage ban. They do not want to see that in the game. They say, hey, we hate Anti-Mage. Let's let him not be in the game. Anti-Mage does well versus Phantom Lancer once he builds that Battle Fury, because Phantom Lancer, or Anti-Mage usually does build it. So Anti-Mage versus Phantom Lancer, I think Anti-Mage might win that battle, but I'm not too entirely sure. I need to go check out my resources on that one. Moving on to the next ban, we have Enigma ban. They do not want to see it on their side. And there is the Wisp ban. That's what I was looking for. They banned out the Wisp after all. Tiny Wisp, so OP, so much potential damage. And as soon as Troll Warlord gets into the captain's pick, it'll be a Troll Warlord Wisp, and that's even worse.
Dire team pick.
See. And as far as the final ban on side of Dire, on side of Radiant, they ban out that Jakiro. They do not want Radiant to have that. They do not. Radiant ban out that Jakiro. They do not want Dire to have that easy pickup on Jakiro. Jakiro really good in team fight. He has a lot of AoE spells, and his his ice wall ice path is so really good, especially if you land it. There's a Windrunner pickup on the side of Dire, very interesting pickup. Now it's making me question where everybody's going to be going. She's obviously going to be playing that Suicide Solo now. The Suicide Solo, and Batrider's going to be playing that top. Or they could potentially have... or they could potentially have Windrunner play that mid. I'm not too sure. I have seen a Windrunner mid. I actually seen a carry Windrunner, where Windrunner built a Daedalus. Not Daedalus. Windrunner built a Desolator.
10 seconds.
Which is actually pretty weird. The team ended up ultimately losing, but it was still something interesting to see.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Disruptor.
And there's a Disruptor pickup on the side of Radiant. Wow, okay, so they don't want Dire to have that. I'm still really interested to see what the Dire are going to end up doing. Anyway, that was my last message I sent to a friend. I'm trying to get somebody to come into the game. Shout out to Harry Kaiser. I'm still pretty sure I butchered that name.
Remaining.
But anyway, we got Disruptor pickup. I'm really curious to see what that's going to entail.
5 seconds
you have
remaining.
Between the Disruptor and Coddle, they're obviously going to be playing supports, but Disruptor has that glimpse, which is always powerful. And he also has that ulti which silences everybody in the AoE. Once again, AoE, a lot of AoE on the side of Dire already. Darkseer has himself that Iron Shell, which is technically AoE. Very light AoE, but AoE. Coddle has that wave, so Coddle can throw the wave on top of everybody. and figure out which one's the real fan lines. They're Tiny. I mean, he has an avalanche. I've already had my spiel on that. So he has some nice AoE, and then you got Disruptor following with that Static Storm. So now Dire are gonna go ahead and take their time picking up the last person. Who are they gonna pick? By the looks of it, they need one more. No, by the looks of it, they need a support or yeah, jungle. Okay, they pick up Chen for the jungle. I'm gonna assume that Chaika's gonna be playing that Chen. He does play a really good Chen, although the last game we did not see that work out too well, mainly because the other lanes were not having too much fun. But despite all that, he picks up Chen anyway. He says, yes, I want Chen. Let me have my Chen. Who's going to be the last pick on the Radiant? By the looks of it, they need a... What do they need? They need a mid. They do not have a mid unless Kado's going to be running that mid, which I have seen a few times.
10 seconds remain. Luna.
And Luna, they pick up a Luna, so Tiny is going to be that mid. We're going to be seeing Darkseer play that Suicide solo. We're going to see the tri-lane with Disruptor, Kado, Luna. That's a pretty interesting pickup. He pretty much faked out the Radiant, or sorry, the Radiant pretty much faked out the Dire by picking up that Tiny and saying, hey, we're going to pick up a Tiny on the last pick. We're going to force you to ban out that Wisp, because if you don't ban out that Wisp, we will play carry Tiny. And basically, the Dire had to waste the Dire had to waste an entire ban on that Wisp. They could have banned out something else. They could have potentially banned out the Luna if they really wanted to, but no, they had to use it on that Wisp to make sure that the Radiant did not get that Tiny Wisp. And that's enough I'll say about that. I don't know how many times I can say Tiny Wisp in one sentence, but Tiny Wisp is OP, so Tiny Wisp got banned. Okay,
10
Wisp got
seconds
banned.
remaining. Prepare for battle.
But anyway, sorry, I was typing a message. I'm going to go back to the game. I'm going to go ahead and introduce everybody since everybody's all picked up. I'm going to go to the Radiant side first because that's always fun. Anyways, we have Itsurisu on that Kado. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering your name. We have Turost on that Disruptor. We have Padfoot on the Tiny. And we have Nibs on Luna. And whoa, we have Zeoff on that Darkseer. And let's see, moving on to the Dire side, we have Bad Asteroid on that Phantom, so he will be playing that carry role. And then we have ferever, FhLg on that Bat Rider. Let's just pretend I pronounced that right. We have Loose 1SW on that Rubik, and we have Spud Rocket on that Windrunner. So we shall be seeing this game play out pretty well. I'm gonna, once again, like I did last time in one of my videos, I'm gonna try to call these players out by name as opposed to by hero, or switch between the two, because that's what you do in pro matches. You don't call Dindy Pudge, you call Dindy, not Pudge. So anyway, hit.
The battle begins.
Regeneration.
Anyways, moving on to what's going on in the game. Not much of anything. There was a regen room picked up by the Rubik up top, so he's happy. He's fully regened. I mean, he didn't really spend any points or anything yet. As far as the mid lane goes, looks like we're going to have a Coddle Tiny mid lane. This is going to be a pretty annoying lane for Bad Rider to be in. He's going to spam out as many sticky napalms as he can so he can do a little bit of harassment. And now I got some lag on my part, so we will be seeing this. Some wash on up. Hopefully I don't lag out like I usually do, but if I do, this is like 20 seconds of me not speaking. So I'm just gonna continue to commentate what's going on. We got a little bit of engagement going on between Disruptor and Windrunner. Windrunner's probably gonna throw a power shot or two. Or sorry, Windrunner's probably just gonna throw a few auto attacks and then run away. As far as if Luna goes, Luna's gonna stay in lane, hang out. Rubik's gonna be around the corner stacking and pulling, but no, his camp is blocked, so he'll probably be reconnect. And hopefully I get in there quick enough to not miss the first blood, because if I miss the first blood, I will be very sad, guys. Very sad. So as far as okay, I just got back into the game. Sorry, I just lagged out. That was pretty bad. I am still a yes, I am still a spectator, so I am the caster. Cool. Anyway, moving on to what else is going on. Like I said, we have the tiny Coddle lane mid, so Tiny can pretty much spam all his abilities and be happy. As far as the bottom lanes, we have a Windrunner versus Luna, and we have a Windrunner versus a Luna Disruptor lane. Disruptor's gonna go ahead and pull everything. He did not pull fast enough, so he pulled a little bit too early, so he did not stack his camp. Sad days for him. He'll probably try next time. Top lane goes. We have a Darkseer. I mean, that's kind of what we expected. We have a Darkseer versus a Phantom Lancer, Rubik, and somebody else lane. But no, we got engaged to go on Cottle. Cottle did come top to try to go for a gank. There is an Observer Ward placed over here by the Dire in a very aggressive spot, so I can see who's coming around the corner. There's another Spirit Lane still on top of Cottle. Cottle's taking a lot of damage. And there's Crow walking around the corner. Will anybody be able to cut it off? Looks like Darkseer is coming to cut it off. He will be able to do enough damage. This is not a flying crow. They're going for it. He is Surge just ran out. He's chasing the Courier. He's in pursuit. This is a slow pace chase. Run, Courier, run. Courier is upgraded. Now it's going to stand still for Darkseer to kill it. There we go. The haste is activated on top of the Courier, and Courier gets away. Now Darkseer's in a little bit of trouble. He activates Iron Shells because he knows somebody's probably going to be coming around that corner. He's doing a little bit of damage to Rubik. Rubik tries to throw him on high ground, but he's not able to get it. If he was able to get it, he would just be able to wail on him while he's hanging out down there. So no first blood yet. The Courier did not die. The Courier makes it alive. Operation Save the Courier is successful. Who bought the Flying Courier? I don't know who bought the Flying Courier, but somebody did, and it saved its life. So there's a happy Courier. Meanwhile, Batrider is doing a lot of damage on top of Tiny. Tiny's not having all that much fun. He needs Cottle to come back down here, and Cottle is in fact coming back down here. So that he can help out his teammate. Batrider is going to continuously be aggressive to Tiny until Tiny gets out of lane and Batrider gets level 6. Tiny goes in and pops up that salve so that way he can heal. If only a sticky napalm actually did damage to him, then that salve will be popped out and it will not be going through. Meanwhile, got Cottle returning mid. We might see a gank, or we might see a kill mid. No, Cottle does not have mana leak just yet. If he did, they could potentially just waste his mana, force Batrider to stand still a little bit. Anyway, there's a regen rune up top. There's a scouted out by Cottle and 2-man delay.
Regeneration.
But anyway, we had a regen rune active on Tiny, so Tiny's a little bit happier than he was before. We got Cottle. Oh god, we got double damage activated. Okay, Batrider had a double damage in bottle. He's gonna go ahead and use it to heal up some mana, heal up some regen, or get some regen up. And we got Chin coming around the corner. Look like he's going for a gank. He did not come in smoked up. He's gonna go ahead and throw out the tornado, slow everybody down, let everybody know where I am. Will Batrider be able to get a kill with this? I do not know. They see the tornado. Tornado does damage. Yes, the tornado does do damage. It says reduces attack speed and taking damage per second based on the proximity to the tornado. So the closer you are to the tornado, the more damage you're doing. There's a lot of pings coming on mid. I'm not sure what those pings are coming from. Oh my gosh, Batrider taking a lot of damage from that Illuminate. Tiny's going to come around the corner. He's going to throw the ambulance. Will he be able to get the toss? He gets the toss. Will it be enough damage? No. Batrider's going to firefly away and gets away perfectly fine. Let me go ahead and bring out this last into denies because I should have had that up earlier. Call's going to try to go toe-to-toe with this Walkin. Walkin said, no bro, I'm too tanky, and Call backs on up. Meanwhile, we got the Courier upgraded on side of Radiant, so now everybody's happy. And let's taking a look at the last hits. Actually, we got more of an engagement going on around here. We got Chin trying to run away. He gets hit by the wave just barely, but it's not doing nearly enough damage. It was probably a slow charge on that. The Radiant do have a ward on top of this high ground, so they can almost see the rune. I'm not sure if it's actually in vision range of the rune, but they can pretty much see if the mid or if Batrider is coming up to check out the top rune. Meanwhile, Kyle's gonna go ahead and farm out this camp over here. Why not? And actually, if he times it perfectly, he'll be able to stack the camp too, and then continuously farm it. Actually, pretty cool. I need to try that out sometimes. As far as the last hits go, Luna is in the lead with the last hits. She's pretty far in the lead at that. Her counterpart, Phantom Lancer, is only 21 last hits. She has 26 last hits. And as far as the items go, whoa, oh my gosh, look at that gold graph. It's going all over the place. That's basically just last hits, folks. That's last hits. That's Cottle going out the lane, hanging out, letting somebody else get last hits, and somebody else comes last hits. That's all last hits. There's not much gold at all. That thing's going to continue to fluctuate until this game, or until we see a first kill or first blood or something. As far as the items go, we have a soul ring up on Darkseer, so Darkseer can continuously spam out his abilities and be happy. Chin has, what does Chin have? Chin has nothing. He has a smoke, and he also has Sentry Ward. We might have a little engagement going back and forth. No. We got Cottle taking a few sticky napalms from the Batrider. Nothing much outside of that. Tiny is lagging. He does not like that at all. Ring of Aquila already up on Luna, so Luna has her farm up pretty darn high. She has that regen, she has that Wraith Band up, so she has that extra damage. She has that 9 extra damage plus 3 agility, so that's technically 12 extra damage. Yeah, it's 12. That's 12 extra damage for her. She also has a salve because she doesn't have any regen otherwise, and she hasn't really been facing that much harassment versus this solo lane Windrunner. Windrunner can't really harass her that much. All she can do is throw out a power shot or 2 and hope to get some damage on top of the carry and force him out of lane, but it's not really going to happen, especially when she has the support of Disruptor, who has all the regen in the world, and he can just donate some to Luna if Luna really needs it. As far as items on the side of Dire go, only a Ring of Aquila up on the Phantom Lancer, so Phantom Lancer probably rush straight for it. I'm not too sure how much I agree with that, but I'm not playing right now, so it doesn't matter. He's the one. He has a Ring of Aquila up versus Luna's 3 branches and an Aquila and a healing salve. She probably got donated that healing salve to begin with, but whatever. So he's pretty fine up here. Rubik has not much of anything. He is a support, so I'm not expecting him to have much of anything. Windrunner is looking like she's building herself either an Urn or possibly a Basilius. I'm not too sure if she's going to be building that Sage's match, but she does have one. Could she build a Ring of Basilius? Will she be building? Nope. She has 178 gold right now. And so how's the weather? So how's everybody doing? It's snowing. What? I don't want snow. And there's me throwing out a message. It says, and I have an 11-hour shift tomorrow. Delivering pizza. I wish I had 5 more base movement speed. I want to kill myself. Anyway, so apparently, who was that? Apparently, Disruptor has a 5-hour shift or 11-hour shift delivering pizza, and he wants to kill himself. Hopefully, he doesn't, because we need to watch him play Dota. Finish playing your Dota match and then kill yourself, bro. Actually, that sounds inconsiderate. Don't kill yourself. We don't want to see you kill yourself, but still finish the match because we want to see this finish too. Anyway, there's Batrider on his bat, just chilling out. Hopefully soon he'll. Batrider's creepy. Jeez, look at him. He's like a ugly troll. Well, he is a troll, but he's still ugly. I guess that's how trolls are supposed to be, right? If we take a look at the. I said, babe. Actually, Disruptor's gonna away. No. Don't pull that trigger. No, don't pull that trigger. As far as the gold graph goes, XP graph. The XP graph is in favor of the Dire, but not by much. That's just basically the supports. This is basically the supports being out of lane, and the carries getting more. One carry getting more farm than the other. Not really much of anything. Luna has a lot of denies too, so that probably plays a part into it. She has 16 denies, so that means that's experience that Windrunner's not getting at all. So that's probably playing a part into it. Actually, wait, Luna's on the side of Radiant. Wow, okay. I take it back. It has nothing to do with it. It sounded good, didn't it? It sounded like a good idea. But no, sadly it wasn't. And we got to reconnect on the Tiny, so we will be seeing the game going soon. And I can stop stalling with random facts. Ooh, I know what I want to see. I want to see... No. Yes, hero level. So Luna's level... everybody's level... Well, sorry. Luna's level 6, Batrider's level 6, and Phantom Lancer are level 6. Phantom Lancer being level 6 is really not all that relevant. He could put 1 point in his Phantom Edge. Cool. 3% chance for a duplicate. It's that 3% juxtapose chance. Hold on. Improves the chance to juxtapose, and the juxtapose illusions can now create their own illusions. Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. So juxtapose gets more percentage from Phantom Edge. Okay, I did not realize that. I just thought Phantom Edge was only 12%, and then I just thought juxtapose was only 12%, and then Phantom Edge was a chance for his illusions to create illusions. Anyway, that was all confusing. I am all confusion. So I got a message from somebody in the game. I'm gonna see what they're talking about. I can't type. What's going on? So I'm not sure if that's gonna warrant a reconnect. Oh, okay. Okay, so Tiny is having a few issues. It seems to be that he can't hit the inner key, which is not good at all. Let me turn it back. All vision. So we got a little bit of drawing going on the map. Ooh, I'm gonna hook up my tablet because I'm a nerd. Why not? I want to draw too. Oh god, it's on the floor. It's covered by bags and stuff. There's a pin. Oh, wrong button. I wonder if they can see it. Oh, they probably can't see it. Oh. Oh, I can't see it. Oh man, let's. Oh god, that's a good thing. Hold on. Squiggle coverage. Need more. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about the squiggle coverage. Let's see who can squiggle the best. I think so far I've seen Luna do the best squiggle, but I have not seen all that much of a squiggle. We got a little bit of squiggle coverage coming around the bot. It's, oh god, okay. Hey. Hey, family friendly, please. We do not want to see too many bad squiggles. There might be kids watching this, you never know. But whatever, there's my tablet. I just used it to draw something, and there's a something being drawn on the thing. It is a plus sign. Cool. It looks like a healing sign. And there's a circle. Looks like a person inside. Aww. I think it's a person who died. Meanwhile, we got to reconnect from the Tiny. Tiny's going to be coming back into the game. Hopefully, he can hit the enter button again, so that way he can communicate with his team. I'm not too sure. I hope we will be seeing this game all the way through. But hitting the enter button is pretty important, especially since I think his mic is messed up, so he's not able to communicate that way. So he needs to have some way to communicate with his team. There we go. We got the go. And we are going, so I'm enough stalling on my part. Let's talk about the game. What's interesting that's going on? Not much of anything just yet. Hopefully we will see the first blood go down. We have not yet seen that, but we have been in this game for about 10 minutes. It was a 3-minute pause or so. So many these guys look like they want to go on top of the Bat Rider. Bat Rider is, oh god, now I get lag. And of all times I get lag now. Are you kidding me? Oh no, I think I might have missed the first blood, guys. I'm so sorry. But the first blood is probably going to be going down on the Bat Rider. We got two people from down rotating mid. We got the Rubik rotating. We got the, okay, it's Chin in jungle. We got the Rubik rotating mid, so they're probably going to be being aggressive on top of that. And oh dear Jesus. This is so bad. So my computer decides to wait all that time, all that perfect time I had to DC and then come back in. They decided to wait all that time for me to DC. All that valuable time. I probably missed the first blood because of that. Hopefully my predictions were right. Hopefully somebody in mid did die. And then I'll be like, yeah, bro, I called it right. I'm so correct. I'm so good at this, right? And the first blood did go down mid. Somebody mid did die. And I missed first blood. Worst commentator. And I totally predicted it before DC happened. Totally called it before DC happened. Looks like the kill was on Tiny. Yes, the kill was on Tiny. Rubik did come in mid, and Bat Rider was able to do something. Oh my god, Bat Rider had ulti, so he was able to lasso Tiny forward, and Tiny did go down. So I did miss first blood. Sorry about that, guys. This is horrible connection. I think that's the second DC I've had this game. Actually, no, I had one DC last game. I had one DC this game. If I don't have one DC, okay, one where I did in fact build herself a ring Basilius, so that's good for her. Wait a minute. If I don't have one DC in the game, I'm doing it wrong, obviously. Chin is building himself up that headdress, so he'll be able to have that for his creeps, and he'll also be preparing himself or posturing himself to build up that mechanism for his team. Because Chin always wants a mechanism. We got peaks going. Bat Rider does get pulled in, or Bat Rider does get stunned up by Tiny, and Bat Rider goes ahead and activates that lasso. He's trying to go for a kill on Tiny. Tiny pops the wand. Will Tiny be able to survive? No. And Bat Rider gets out alive. Very well played by Bat Rider, and actually Coddle's taking a lot of damage as well. So very next level Bat Rider right there. ereveR able to save his own life by just basically lassoing up the Tiny and having
Dire's
Tiny
top
stand
tower
under the
is
fire
under
for too
attack.
long, and then Tiny burns to death trying to get the kill. I think ereveR actually dodged this. No, he didn't. He didn't dodge the stun. Tiny initiated with the stun, so
Radiant's
things did
bottom
work out
tower
in the
is
favor
under
of
attack.
ereveR. Meanwhile, the bottom tower is getting pushed in a little bit more than normal. I think it's going to be a pull soon from the disruptor. This is a double stack creep. He's probably waiting for the lane to get pushed up to right about at that level. Once it gets pushed there, it's really a good time to start pulling, because then after you pull, the creep wave will pull right about down there to the tower, and then by that time this creep wave, or sorry, the next creep wave will be coming around that. There's me drawing squiggles with my mouse. Anyway, sorry about that. So moving on back to the game. Let's stop being distracted. I gotta bring this charts back up. Current gold. Let's look at the current gold. Luna has the most gold on the map. Big surprise. She's been pretty much free farming down bot. If we take a look at the net worth, we'll also see that's true. That's totally true. Her and ereveR are almost neck and neck. She's a little bit ahead because she's been getting free farm, but ereveR has those kills to back it up, or has those kills to his name, and kills are worth more than last hits. Meanwhile, yeah, if we take a look at the last hits, we see ereveR is not really all that close to Luna, but Luna does have a lot of last hits. There's a dust activate, or there's a dust up on the dire side. They're going to come around this corner, see if they can catch him by the radiant ward is over here. I think they saw the ereveR become visible, and there's the pings. Pings are coming down. Disruptor doesn't feel safe. He could have potentially glimpsed the ereveR back, but it wasn't fast enough. Luna activates her ulti. There's so many creeps around here, such an ineffective ulti, but she's trying to do what she can to get a kill, but she's not able to get anything. Windrunner did windrun, so she can get away, and Luna instantly buys back. Luna will be TPing in. She does want to get that kill on that windrunner, but no, there's a TP away from the ereveR. From the ereveR, yes, ereveR did TP away because he did not want to be down here anymore. Meanwhile, there are tranquil boots up on, there's a salve up on Windrunner, so she was able to use that to heal on up. So Luna really did want to buy back because she wanted to be back on the lane. She does not want to lose any more XP. She does not want to lose any more gold. She wants to continue to get her last hit. She just wants to say, hey guys, leave me alone. Stop with the STAPH. That's how you spell it. Stop. It's actually a disease. It's actually pretty nasty. But she wants to say that in the chat. But no, she's going to go ahead and buy back and come back in. Actually, let's take a look at the ward coverage because I did not realize this. You can see the Radiant don't really have much of anything as far as ward coverage go. They have a ward over here to protect their bottom lane. But that's about it, to protect the carry, but that's about it. If you look at the Dire side, the Dire have really nice ward coverage. They have a ward coverage on the high ground. And actually, we might see an engagement coming on. ereveR does not have his ulti, but he has a Firefly and he has a H rune. So Coddle's in a lot of trouble. He's also getting sticky napalm up. There's a blinding light thrown to push him back a little bit. Coddle's trying to run away. He's calling in somebody. He's calling in Tiny. Why would you call it Tiny? He's right beside you. And he goes down to the chin. Then we get that kill. Tiny's in a little bit of trouble. He has two sticky napalm stacks on him. So much damage being done. He pops the one, but it's not enough, and he goes down. But yes, I was going to say the Dire ward coverage. Dire ward coverage is pretty good. ereveR can see who's hanging out around on this high ground just a little bit and who's coming around the corner for a gank. And there's also a ward over here by the Windrunner to see who's coming around the corner. Like if ereveR decides to come around the corner from mid to try to gank her, he'll have to go either this way or the long way. Either way, he'll be spotted. But that ward's about to expire and so is the other one, so all that's about to be irrelevant. Anyway, we got Darkseer surging up to top. He's trying to go defend his towers. He knows his tower's going to get pushed in pretty soon. Lancer does have quite a bit of farm. He has the first piece of his Diffusal Blade. He looks like he's trying to finish that as fast as possible. Meanwhile, this Rubik does have his ulti. He did not steal anything just yet. He's also building his mana boost. He started with the energy booster first. I need to adopt that plan. That is a really good idea. Boosts do cost a lot of money. Oh, I'm sorry, energy booster does cost a lot of money, and it's a high chance that you'll die before you're actually able to get it. So go ahead and build that expensive item first, and then build the boots for the movement speed. Especially since Rubik's not really roaming on much. Anyway, Tiny initiates. Tiny throws out the stun. He throws out the toss just to do a little bit of harassment damage to him, and Coddle gives him back his mana back. So this can continue on forever. Tiny can do that every single time, waste his mana, and then Coddle just give him his mana back, and he'll be happy. Meanwhile, Coddle's gonna go ahead and farm this bottom creep camp. If he'd have waited for a little over 4 seconds more, he could potentially stacked it for a bigger kill. But no, it was not. That is not the case. Yeah, there we go. He's trying to illuminate again, so he can go for it. Meanwhile, down bot, we got ereveR trying to go on this Luna. There's a shackle shot. There's a blink dagger up on ereveR. ereveR blinks in. He pulls out Luna. Luna does have her ulti. She's going to use it. She might be able to get the kill on Windrunner, but no, the beams are not focusing her down. She's trying to get the kill on Windrunner, but she doesn't do enough damage yet. Here comes Disruptor. Disruptor's going to do what he can, but I don't think what he can do is enough. He gets shackled to a tree and goes down pretty swiftly.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So the carry getting picked on a little bit too well. I think the Radiant might want to invest in having the Coddle go ahead and shift down bottom and stay away from mid. Let Tiny hang out mid because Batrider is in that. Batrider has a blink dagger. He has everything he wants. He's going to continuously gank around the map. He's not really going to be staying in lane. If Tiny stays in lane, Tiny can get all the free farm he wants. Meanwhile, Tiny builds himself a healing salve. I do not agree with this. I prefer for him to see him build some form of regen, whether it be a ring of health or something, just to have one. Is much more economic than that healing salve. Even though healing salve heals you up 400 over the course of some other odd seconds. Wait, oh, I just saw ulti from Chin. Yeah, Chin just the ulti so he can heal all his creeps. While he's trying to manage his creeps to the best of his abilities. There's a courier coming in, brought Chin something. I think it brought Fan Lancer something. Brought Fan Lancer his second blade awkward. And now we got Chin. He's trying to focus on his tower. The radiant structures are fortified. There's also 2 up here. And here's ereveR. ereveR's coming outside. They will be able to get the kill on this Darkseer. Darkseer does go down, and then we'll be able to get this kill on the Disruptor. Disruptor's taking a lot of damage, but no, he throws out Static Zone. He will be able to get the kill on ereveR. So ereveR goes down. I mean, was it really worth it is a big question. And there's also a kill on top of the Cul Blu. Batrider able to follow him, stalk him to the gates of hell, and there goes a kill on Tiny. These guys getting picked off piece by piece. I think the Radiant might be in a little bit of trouble because there's a Phantom Lancer on the other side, on the other team, and these guys, Radiant, are dying to these team fights a little bit too well. They're getting picked off piece by piece as opposed to fighting as one unit. But then again, I think all the TP responses, or there was really no TP responses. There was more like walking responses. And that was a ping on top of Luna. I'm not sure what team that ping was from. But if it was from the Dire, they were basically saying, hey, you're letting Luna farm down here, we need help. Windrunner is requesting assistance, and now we got a Batrider who's heading down bot. He has his blink dagger up, there's a rune down bot, it's a regen rune, so he's pretty happy. He really wants that rune. He picks it up, and Luna's in a lot of trouble. Luna needs to back out now, so she's going to go to the shop and buy herself a TP away. She's TPing away, there's a ping inside the woods. Luna knows that they're over there, and now Disruptor's in a bad spot. He dropped something, he dropped the Iron Branch. Disruptor, you're in a bad spot. You might not like what you see. Batrider's gonna hide out around the corner. He activates the regen room so he can heal up. And ereveR's heading around the corner. See what's around here. Batrider does see the Disruptor. He steals something. He stole the Static Storm. It's not a good spell for him to steal. Disruptor's gonna have a lot of trouble. He goes down pretty swiftly. Batrider's gank successful. ereveR coming around the corner, getting a free spell. A nice spell at that. So the next team fight will definitely go in favor of the Dire at this point, especially as things progress. You have Chin with the heal, so he keep everybody alive, and you also have ereveR with that Static Storm. Static Storm pretty good in team fights. It's pretty good versus Fan Lancer, but it's pretty good versus everybody on Radiant at this moment. If you look at the Radiant side, they have Darkseer who needs to cast his spells. If he's silenced, he's dead. You have Cul Blu who needs to cast his spells. If he's silenced, he's dead. You have Tiny who needs to cast his spells until he gets that Aghanim Scepter, and if he can't cast, he's dead. So that Static Stone's a really good spell for ereveR to pick up. He'll probably be holding on to that for a while, unless he just feels froggy and wants to pick up something else. Meanwhile, Darkseer finds a Chin in the jungle. Chin steals himself a creep. He has 2 Wildkins with him, so he's moving a little bit faster. And there's a surge from the Darkseer. Darkseer is not sure what he likes what he sees. Luna's in a little bit of trouble. She's cut off from the rest of the pack. And there's a Chakram Shot on top of her. Also telekinesis. She's in a bad spot. She goes down pretty swiftly. She's not able to use anything. ereveR throws on the ulti. No, Disruptor throws on the ulti on top of ereveR and everybody. Everybody goes down. Cul Blu calls in the Tiny. Tiny throws out the Avalanche. ereveR steals the toss. I'm pretty sure he won the Avalanche. Meanwhile, Batrider blinks around the corner. He picks up a Cul Blu, lassos him towards him. Firefly runs out, so he's not able to pull him out too far. But he still would be going down to the ereveR, who stole toss. So this bottom tower will definitely be going down, and things are not looking good at all for the Radiant side. You can see the gold graph is heavily in favor of the Dire, and only 1 tower has gone down. So that's 4,000, almost 5,000 gold worth of kills. So that's pretty darn ridiculous, guys. Look at the other thing. Look at the experience graph. As far as the experience graph goes, it's still in favor of the Dire because they begin all the ganks. And like I stated earlier, you get more XP from ganks than you do from creep kills. So you get more XP from hero deaths than you do from creep kills. And these guys have been killing a lot of heroes. They've been filling a lot of hero deaths around them. So everything working out in favor of the Dire so far. The Batrider ganks have been successful. That blink dagger paying itself in full. Looks like he's built himself a BKB. So that way he can just pull anybody continuously. And oh man, to make things worse, there's a Phantom Lancer on the side of Dire. He has himself a Diffusal Blade already. So he can pretty much kill anybody solo right now on the side of Radiant, which is not really good at all. So things are not looking good at all for the Dire side. Oh, sorry, for the Radiant side. As far as the rest of the items, there's a drum up on Luna, so Luna's moving a little bit faster. She's also able to survive for a little bit longer, get a little bit increase in the mana pool. Meanwhile, we got engagement going on in the bot. Luna gets shackled to her creep. Luna's in a lot of trouble. She goes down. No, she pops the wand, but she's not able to make it out. Things are not working out in the favor of the Radiant. And this bottom tower will probably be going down. Tiny needs a lot more farm before he can carry anybody. And Luna's not able to play that mid carry role just yet. There's a recall coming in. Yeah, there's a Darkseer coming in from the recall from Cul. He has 4 points. He's only level 8. Oh my gosh, let's take a look at the levels. That's probably something to look at. Batrider's level 14. Luna's level 11, so that's kind of the only silver lining in the skies for the Radiant side. As far as the rest of the levels, almost all of Dire in the top, and the rest of Radiant are at the bottom, which is not really good at all. The fact that the support Rubik has more levels than Tiny is not good at all, because Tiny's looking to be that carry. Meanwhile, Batrider has himself a haste room, and he pulls somebody way out of position, so they go down. Tiny tries to throw out the stun so he can catch anybody, but he catches nobody. Meanwhile, Batrider has himself a haste room, so he's going to throw a lot of fire in front of Tiny. Tiny tries to toss him a little bit. Tiny gets pushed forward, not in the right direction. Luna activates the ulti. She gets a kill on top of the Windrunner. It says Windrunner slow down and stay down. And now Luna's trying to go on his Batrider. If she can get the kill on the Batrider, she will be happy. That's what she wants. That will be a huge for these guys. She needs to go ahead and pop that drum charge. She needs to go ahead and pop that drum charge so everybody else can move. Batrider blinked into the trees. Batrider is not happy. He moved to the wrong spot. Meanwhile, Rubik steals himself Illuminate. He throws out Illuminate in the opposite direction. Batrider in a lot of trouble. He'll come in from Chin, so Batrider able to stay alive. And this fight is extending a little bit too long for my likes. I think Radiant might be facing a little bit of Dire might be facing a little bit of Fox Paws or what. And Batrider finally blinks out, so he's able to get out. The fight disengages. And meanwhile, Inhouse is pushing down top tower. He has his illusions. He has a Mantis. No, he has an illusion rune. He has an illusion rune. I don't know if they're able to make illusions themselves, but if they are, that would be pretty OP. I need to go test that out myself. And Tiny's trying to come top to respond, but Tiny doesn't have any mana. All Tiny can do is throw a toss and throw an avalanche, and by the time he's out of mana for anything, he's really relying on that Cul to be around. And Cul right now, Cul is farming a jungle. Cul's trying to make sure he gets his own farm because he needs to build more items for his team. He has his, well, Cul doesn't build mana boost, but Cul can build that mechanism if he really needs to. And Inhouse, it looks like he decided to go for Diffusal Blade level 2. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Diffusal Blade level 2 gives you more agility and more intelligence, yes, but it's only 4 more. I mean, 4 agility and 4 intelligence is not really all that much, especially considering that Diffusal Blade. Really, the main reason why you buy the rest, get Diffusal Blade level 2, is to renew your charges on Diffusal Blade, as opposed to just to get the extra intelligence, extra agility. I honestly don't agree with him getting the Diffuse Blade level 2 so soon. Meanwhile, Batrider's trying to blink and he's trying to go on the Luna. He did blink forward to get the Luna. He does have a BKB up on his persons, so he will not be able to be stopped when he's pulling somebody. And Luna's going to go ahead and TP up top. She needs to farm. She needs to go against this Phantom Lancer so she can stop this consistent pushing from him. And Phantom just goes ahead and goes invisible. Luna knows he's invisible. Meanwhile, Dire lose their bottom tower. 2 creeps. Pretty good, or finally some slither of momentum in the favor of the Dire. So in the favor of the Radiant. But really, that's not really all that much of momentum at all. If we take a look at the rest of the items, see what else is going on around the map. Aside from Luna farming, she's building herself a BKB so she can stay alive in the fights. There's a lot of disables on the side of Radiant. Sorry, there's a lot of disables on the side of Dire, so she's really hoping to get that BKB that'll keep her alive for a lot longer than normal. Darkseer's building himself a pipe for his team. He's building out that Hood of Defiance first. He has all the pieces he needs to go pick it up, and he'll have that up. What else? There's boots up on Cul. Nothing much special in him. He's pretty poor. Tiny's building himself an Aghanim Scepter. By the looks of it, he has an Ogre Club, so he can be pretty tanky. And now we got a Batrider in the jungle. Batrider's getting spotted by the Luna. Luna's going to throw a stun on top of his head. Batrider activates invisibility, but they had no detection. This is very bad. Very good room for him to have, so he's able to get away scotch-free. Everybody's trying to chase him, but he's already invisible. He's just walking around. And these guys, Dire or Radiant don't really like the spot. Batrider can just pick anybody off and just run away with them. It'll essentially be a highway robbery. He's stalking this disruptor. Will he be going for? He's stalking this disruptor. Will he be going for? He's going for him. He's trying to pull him towards the bad spot. Meanwhile, I hear Luna ulti, and Luna ulti down bottom. Rubik steals the Luna ulti. He activates Luna ulti right on top of her. And there's a wall coming from Darkseer trying to keep this team fight going. BKB activated by Bat trying to shoot away this Luna, trying to shoot away everybody else. Meanwhile, a lot of kills going back and forth. Double kill on the Bat trying to do what he can. He does not have Flame Break. Everybody's TPing out. Everybody's TPing back in. And Barrett is in a lot of trouble. Will he be able to make it out? I do not think so. So much damage going down. This kill, getting the kill on this Barrett will be huge for these guys. He needs one more second. No, he's almost able to blink out, but he goes down. Phantom Lancer on the other side, trying to wait for his teammate to come around the corner, but no, not enough. Meanwhile, it's a chin creep, and Cauto's going to go ahead and illuminate, kill that chin creep. No, he misses. Chin creep dodges with a beautiful dodge, but Cauto's going to go ahead and chase him. As a haste stream pick up by ereveR. ereveR's going to run back home and heal on up. Luna is moving so fast. Her movement speed is 427. Now it's 522. Sorry, 425. She's going to try to get this kill on the Windrunner, which she will be able to get to. That Surge really helping out. She needs one more Illuminate, one more Lunatic Beam. She'll be going down. There we go. She goes down. Free kill for Luna, and now Luna's in pursuit. Or now Luna's trying to run away from the ereveR. ereveR's haste is still up, and so much is getting activated on. There's a Surge coming from the Darkseer, and whoa, God, ereveR stole the ulti from Luna. Okay, I could have sworn Luna just used her Lunatic Beam twice. Did she activate her ulti when she was trying to run? What? What? That makes no sense. Okay, so ereveR stole Eclipse again. Or maybe he didn't steal anything. I don't know. Maybe he thought he stole it. Or maybe it played the animation, but he didn't steal it. Anyways, that was weird. I thought he stole Lunatic Beam. Which Luna just spammed twice to get the kill on Windrunner. Anyway, all that aside, let's go ahead and continue looking at the items. Like I said, BKB coming up on Tiny trying to get more farm so he can hurry up and get that up and become that super hard carry, that 40-minute carry that his team will probably need. If I think the only way for them to win is for Tiny to get the Aghanim Scepter up and get the Hyperstone, get the AC, get all those damage lines. Meanwhile, we got Disruptor getting lasted up by the Bat pull him to the high ground, Disruptor in a little bit bad spot. He's trying to run away, he's trying to do what he can, he's trying to turn around, but no, that's a bad idea to turn around when you're running a Bat. And now Tiny's getting caught out. Tiny does not want to get caught out. He wants to get more farm. He gets shackled to a tree. He's going to be going down pretty soon. He goes down to the fire and the flames. I forgot the rest of the words of that song, so I can't continue singing it. But something about through the fire and the flames, we carry on. And he died, so he doesn't carry on. Whatever. It sounded like a good joke. The thing's ugly.
Radiant's middle
Ancient
tower
Thunder
is
Lizard.
under attack.
Anyway, the middle tower's being seized. Windrunner has her ulti up on level 2, so she's hitting that tower pretty darn fast. Max attack speed
Radiant's middle
for
tower
30 whole
has
seconds.
fallen.
30 seconds? 20 seconds. Not 30, 20 seconds, and there's Illuminate getting hit, that's getting thrown, hitting everybody. Disruptor, or sorry, not Disruptor. Radiant pretty happy to have a Cauto. Cauto can pretty much turtle forever. Cauto's pretty much, what was I saying? Cauto can pretty much turtle forever all by himself. All they need to do is throw a few Illuminates and he can kill anything. And the other side of Cauto is if they're ever pushing, like if they're pushing for this tower right here, he needs to throw a whole bunch of Illuminates up to where the guys are probably heading or hanging out. And the Dire will pretty much be afraid to go in because Cauto's Illuminate does do a lot of damage. As far as how effective it'll be at pushing, I really don't know. Especially since that there's really nobody to follow up. If Cauto throws Illuminate, who can really follow up with anything, you know?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So as far as the rest of the item goes, BKB almost up on Luna. She's currently at 700 gold, 750 gold, 780. 871. Stop changing gold. She's currently at 875 gold. She'll have that up momentarily. Meanwhile, I got engagement coming on mid. We got a DC coming from somebody. Fan Launcher is invisible, but nobody has any detection. Sad day, sad day. Instead, Spud said he DC'd. I guess he DC'd. LOL. So Spud being that Windrunner. Meanwhile, Padfoot is that Tiny who was having issues earlier, and Badass Droid is playing that Fan Launcher. He's run away. I already did introductions, but like I said earlier, I was gonna attempt to call in my names, and I completely forgot about that. So I'm going to keep calling by the hero names because that's much easier. And then afterwards say, oh my gosh, Dindy was playing that Tiny? What? But anywho, items. Darkseer has himself a pipe, so that's really good for his team. There's a lot of nuke damage on the side of on the side of Dire. Almost every piece of damage that Chin does, aside from the creeps, is nuke damage or magic damage. ereveR's Fade Bolt will be blocked by that. Diffusal Blade, I think. Diffusal Blade, your mana will still get burned, but the damage that the mana burn does will get blocked. Is it? Does it? Hold I can't tell from here, but I'm pretty sure it does. Anyway, Bat Rider, his Firefly, that's a lot of magic damage, so it's only magic damage really. So just make sure, let me go ahead and click on him, make sure I'm correct. I'm pretty sure it's magic damage. What other, yeah, it wouldn't be physical damage. I'm pretty weird. So I'll be blocking all that damage. And he is still ugly, look at him. Oh my god, Bat Rider, you are horrible looking. But he still probably gets all the ladies. That's what trolls do, right? Trolls get all the ladies. Anyway, DC like I said earlier, DC coming from the Windrunner, so we're waiting on that. And I'm going to continue looking at the items. Chin almost has his Aghanim Scepter up. He's one piece away, and he'll have it up, and he'll be happy. He can throw his ulti out every, what is it, 20 seconds? No, 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds he can throw his ulti out. Free heal around the world. Why not? As far as Windrunner goes, Windrunner is trying to build herself a Force Staff. She is close to it. Yes, she is close to it. She is at 875 gold. She will have that up soon. BKB up on Bat Rider. Bat Rider is also building himself a Shiva's Guard by the looks of it. So that way he can just jump in, Firefly towards you, activate that Shiva, or blink in Shiva's Guard, and then Firefly towards you and pull you out with the lasso. Shiva's Guard really good for him, especially when he's trying to chase somebody who's running a little bit too fast. Activate Shiva, slow him down.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It said game force minimized. Alright, now we got Tiny getting all his mana drain. He does not like this. He does not like this at all. He kills the illusion with one bash of his hand. And the tower goes
top
down.
Tower has fallen.
Yeah, Dire's top tower falls. There's a lot of ping. There's a ping coming down this bottom tower. They do not want to lose this bottom tower. I agree. That bottom tower is pretty valuable, but they might trade for this tier 1. I do not agree with this. A few more last hits. And it'll be going down. No, Bat Rider comes in. Bat Rider pulls the lasso on top of Tiny, throws on fire everywhere. The Tiny goes down. Now Bat Rider's going to continue, and Disrupt is going to help him get away. So he gets away for free, and Dust was also popped there. They were expecting the Phantom to continue passing by him. Meanwhile, the bottom tower for Radiant does go down. I'm not sure if I agree with that trade. They did lose the Tiny, and they also lost the tower for the price of a tier 3 tower, which I honestly don't think is really all worth that much. This is basically Radiant's perfect path towards Roshan. When Radiant do have this bottom tower, they can basically run all up through here and to Roshan, and be essentially safe when running up there. But because the Dire just went ahead and pushed that down, they do not have a safe path or quick path to Roshan. Meanwhile, the Dire still had that open path. They still have that path. They still have this path. So they have every way possible to go to Roshan. If you look at the Radiant side, I mean, I'll force this point once again. You could probably assume that I was going to mention this point, but yeah, they can go through there too. So now we got another DC coming from Windrunner. I'm not sure what's going on, but we might have another force minimize thing going on. Pretty weird bug going on so far. So actually, it's kind of funny. Windrunner kind of DCs in the same exact spot. Am I the only one that noticed that Windrunner DC'd same spot? So Windrunner kind of DC'd in the same exact spot. She was right over here the last time, and now she DC's in the same exact spot. Oh god. Okay, so Windrunner is running in like she was relatively in the same area, and so it's like she DC's in the same spot that she was last time. So that's kind of weird. Anyway, the game's gonna be reconnecting. We'll be seeing what's going on. I need to go ahead and take a look at the net worth. The net worth, you can see Bat Rider is worth a lot of money. He's gonna see a Luna. He's not gonna like what he sees. He's gonna keep running. There's Rubik around the corner. Rubik does still something for Luna. He steals the Luna SMB what he wants. Exactly what he wants. He throws one out on top of her. Luna activates BKB. She does not want to take any more damage. She's gonna turn around and see if she can get a kill on Rubik. She might be able to. Chin should probably keep his creeps around so that he won't be taking so much damage. But no, there's a toss from Tiny. Toss in the Bat's butt. Everybody's trying to go for him. Bat Rider's gonna come around, do a little bit of body blocking, play the bouncer role. Ability stolen from Luna. Rubik did steal the ulti from. No, he stole Luna's beam. And there's a fight breaking out of the side. Disruptor throws out the wall. Darkseid throws out the wall. Disruptor throws out his wall. There's a Disruptor silent thrown on top of everybody. And Cul was calling back to Disruptor to somewhere. I don't know where he's calling. Meanwhile, Bat does get a kill. I'm not sure on who. He got a kill on Luna. This fight is so spread out. I can't tell what's going on where. But Tiny really wants his kill on Rubik. Will he be getting it? I don't know. Rubik turns around, throws a massive beam, and he steals something from Tiny. Oh my God! It's a heal coming in from Chin to keep him alive. And Rubik turns around, zaps him, and gets a kill. But will he be losing his life? I don't know. No, he will not. The great escape coming from Rubik. Very well played on his part. So close. Oh my God. That was freaking ridiculous. Meanwhile, I got Chin creeps trying to pick off this disruptor. They cannot chain their stuns, and I'm gonna type a message. Totally. That.
Double damage.
There we go. They know I totally caught that. Anyway. Phantom is building himself a Radiant. He built Recipe first. He does have a relic up. He just has to go and buy it from the secret shop. He'll be buying that momentarily, and then he'll be go ahead and take on Roshan. Or maybe he's going to take on Roshan first. I do not think he can take it on by himself. If he wants to take it on by himself, he needs his illusion to take it. When you're playing any illusion hero, even though it says that illusion, oh God, Bat Rider. Even though it says that illusions are instantly purged when they try to attack the Roshan, even though it says illusions are instantly purged when they try to go on Roshan, that is true for the most part, but your illusions can still tank Roshan. Your illusions are only purged when they try to attack Roshan, and then his spell, then his purge ability is activated. Where is it?
Roshan has fallen to the downfall.
It doesn't say it. It doesn't say it here, but it's one of his passive abilities. So basically, you can make a whole bunch of illusions with Phantom Lancer, have him stand still and let Roshan attack him, and then you can kill Roshan yourself. Anyway, we got Windrunner going on his disruptor. She gets killed on disruptor. Very nice force staff. There was a Chin coming around the corner to make sure, and also a Bat Rider. He was definitely gonna make sure that they got that kill. Bat Rider is invisible. He's been picking up all the invisibility runes, which is kind of ridiculous, especially seeing as how the same rune can't spawn twice. There's a perfectly timed laugh coming in from Cul. Cool. But anyway, Bat Rider is stalking around this middle part. He's trying to see who he can pick off. The rest of his team's coming around the front, and Darkseer and Cul don't really like what they're seeing. Bat Rider could have potentially got a lasso up on the Cul. Look like he's gonna go for it anyway. He blinks in, he throws out a Sheep's Guard, he pulls in the Cul. Everybody slow down. He's pulling Cul. Pull Cul. Cul will be going down to the pinnance to the Phantom Lancer auto attack. There's a wall thrown out by the Darkseer to shoot everybody away, but it's not enough. Rubik did steal something. Rubik stole the wall. No, what did Rubik steal? Rubik did steal the wall. He did in fact steal the wall. Tiny is getting hit by his own illusion, doing a lot of damage, and he goes down. So this is double wall, and now the Rubik runs through his own, Rubik runs through Darkseer's wall, and now Phantom is gonna go fight himself. While Rubik continues to die by the wall, and Rubik will be going down. Rubik will be going down to the damage from the wall. Wall OP. Actually, no, he died to the tower, so it did go to the Radiant. Nope, Darkseer got the kill. Cool. And now this middle tower will be being sieged. Meanwhile, we got Luna trying to go on this Bat Rider. She will be able to get the kill. Lunessa beams up in a few seconds. No, Bat Rider does have BKB, so he would have just baited her out. BKB and pulled her in. And that's also a Chin Hill to remember. That thing is up every 30 seconds. And now Luna's in a lot of trouble. I don't know if she really wants to be here. Bat Rider's looking to see if he can get her. If he can get the lasso, no, he can't get it fast enough. He tried to blink over, but she was out too fast. She TP'd at the perfect time. Meanwhile, what else is going on around the map? Items. Let's take a look at the items while we have a little bit of time. Radiance, as you saw earlier, up on the Phantom Lancer also ages, so he's able to stay alive. He's doing burn damage. His illusions are do much more damage. Actually, no. Illusions do not get damage. Illusions only get stats. So when you get a Radiance, only you get that damage, but your illusions get the burn damage. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter, really. So his illusions get that 45 burn damage. He gets that 60 plus 45.
Regeneration.
Or relatively speaking damage. Anyway, moving on to the other items. Shiva's Guard up on Bat Rider, so Bat Rider can blink in Shiva's Guard, pull somebody out, and nobody will be able to follow up and chase them to stop him. It was a 4-step up on Rubik, so Rubik can 4-step forward and steal his spells much easier. Looks like Windrunner's building herself an Orchid Malevolence. That would be very nice for her to have. And it's a Scepter up on Chin, and also a Mechanism. So much heal on his part. If only there's an Ancient Apparition on the team on the side of the Radiant. So that way they can keep Chin from healing. Because an Ancient Apparition does hit through the ulti, you will not be able to heal at all. Unless you toggle on, I think you can toggle the armor. I think that's about it. I mean, while Luna's finding stuff for Rubik, will she be activating the ulti? No, she will not be activating the ulti. Rubik did still luminescent beams, and that's also a mana leak on top of Cul. Cul gets pulled back. Sorry, Darkseid gets pulled back in. Darkseid does go down. Luna's trying to run up for her life. She's getting chased by Phantom Lancer illusions, and Cul wave kills all of them. Jeez. And there's an ulti from Chin. It comes up every 30 seconds, so why not go ahead and use it? And now Chin's out of mana. There's a glimpse coming in from Rubik. Rubik gets glimpsed back, so he's not able to do anything. Tiny's in a bad spot. Bad Rider will be turning around and lasso if he has to, but no, he will not have to. He just go for the kill normally. There we go. The kill goes down, and double kill to Bad Rider. And there's a wave from Cul doing a lot of damage, despite the fact that Dire are still going to continue pushing. That does a lot of damage. The Cul wave, oh my god, is going to continuously spam it as much as he can. This is why I said earlier, it's very hard to push into a Cul because Cul can just throw out that Illuminate and do so much damage. But Chin does have his heal up in about probably another 10 seconds. Rubik is still something. Rubik's still luminescent beam. I'm pretty sure he would love to have that Cul wave. And there's a heal coming from Chin, healing everybody up for a lot of HP. Luna activates the ulti before she loses all her mana. Bad Rider pulls her in, doesn't matter. Bad Rider ulti does go through BKB, so she gets pulled towards the team. She goes down. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, Darkseid went down also to the Phantom Lancer. So these middle racks will be going down. Cul's making his job so difficult, doing so much damage. Look at that wave. One more wave and he'll probably get the kill on Chin. So he's going to go throw one more Illuminate. Everybody's going to go ahead and back on up. Chin's making sure he gets back as far as possible. And Windrunner gets hit by that. Tiny's coming in. Tiny doesn't really have much vehicles. He's still trying to build an Aghanim Scepter. Will he ever get it in time? I do not think so. But if he does get it, things could turn around in the favor of the Radiant. Tiny needs much more farm. This GG's being thrown out. GG coming up from Luna. GG coming from Bad Rider. GG from Cul. GG from Windrunner. So everybody thinks this game's pretty much over. They're going to go ahead and start up a new one, I would assume. GG, well played. Thrown out for everybody. Just waiting for all the DCs to come out, waiting for the final or waiting for the throne to explode. Windrunner also DCs everywhere. So this game was pretty much one-sided, mainly because of the ganks from Bad Rider. The ganks from Bad Rider was extremely successful. Probably more successful than he could ever hope they would be. And also in the middle lane, Tiny did not have all that much fun. The Cul Tiny lane kind of worked out initially, but Bad Rider was able to get that first blood with the help of Rubik that I missed. I'm so sorry I missed that. I'm so sorry that I missed that first blood. But it apparently set the stage for the game. Basically, Rubik rotated around just in time to help that Bad Rider get that first blood on that Tiny, and Tiny did not want to die at all.
Radiant's middle tower.
So I'm playing decent Rubik for once. So it's waiting on everybody's DC'd outside Dire, so waiting for the throne to explode. We'll see it explode shortly. Come on, explode. You can do it. You can do it. Explode throne. Oh, take a last look at the items. Orchid almost up on Windrunner. Anyway. So my name is Cul Blu. I just brought you guys a in-house cast. This in-house cast number 4, if I remember correctly. So that means I'm up to 4. So hopefully I can get to a whole bunch more on this. Hopefully I play one more so I can finish up with 3, and I'll have 3 videos to upload. So you guys will be happy. Anyway, other than that, please let me know how I'm doing my cast. Please let me know what you think of it. Any and all criticism are welcome, but please keep them constructive, because destructive doesn't sell much of anything. As far as other series going on, I will be. I actually got a replay sent in from one of my from somebody on Google Plus. Yeah, no, I use Google Plus. I have to because I have YouTube, but whatever. I sent out a post saying, please send me all your replays. I'll do a cast on them. I'll post my videos. I got one in. I need to hurry up and go do that. I'll probably do that sometime tomorrow. But for now, hopefully I get another in-house, so I can give you guys 3 today, and you guys can be happy with that. Anyways, that's it for now. See you guys whenever.